Tim. Good morning. We're excited about another great opportunity this week and big challenge going up to VTech. Heck of a football team. That's the biggest thing I could say. We're very well coached, playing with a lot of physicality. You can tell that they've got a great belief in what they're doing. Again, well coached on both sides of the ball. Very good schemes, challenge you in a lot of different ways. Very impressed with their quarterback. He's making good decisions. He's taking care of the ball. He's making plays with his legs. Their receiver, number 5, is leading our league. They do a great job of getting him the ball in a lot of different ways. They have a physical mindset when it comes to running the football. That's what they want to do. And then here comes all the play actions and the max protections and shots downfield. Good job with their boots and swap boots. So we played them last year, obviously in the championship game, and we all know how that was a down to the wire game. So I got a lot of respect for their team and the talent on their team. Defensively, they're a handful. Bud does an awesome job in giving you a lot of different looks and disguises, and they play a little unique coverage, what we call robber coverage. There's some uniqueness to that. You don't really see much of that, so it's kind of unique to them. They understand all the nuances of it. So just a big challenge all the way around. They had a big special teams, faked a punt on us last year. It was one of the big plays in the game. Virginia Tech's always been a program that has really prided themselves on special teams, so that's an area that we've got to just do a great job with. Could be the difference in the game. So, just a complete football team. When I look at them, I think that they've got the mindset that you need. I think they've got good schematics on both sides. They're well coached, and they got good people. This will be a heck of a matchup, and then obviously it's a great place to go play a game. We're looking forward to that. It's been a while since we've been up there, but I got a lot of respect for the Virginia Tech people and how they support their team, and look forward to being a part of it. And with that, I'll take some questions.
Do they use their quarterback any different guy this year? But do they use him any different?
Not really. They're gonna run him. He's a very efficient thrower. He's one of the most efficient guys out there, I think, right now. He's making good decisions. He's not turning it over. He throws the ball well on the move, and he's done a nice job, giving his guys good chances at those 50-50 balls. And, a lot of their speed motion stuff, and next thing you know, it's max protection. You got one guy on a double move route, and he's put the ball where he needs to be. He's made some big plays, and then he's made equally as big plays in the run game. You go back to I think it was the West Virginia game, late in the game. He broke one, all the way down. It was probably 50 plus yards, 60 yards, on a zone read power. And so they do a good job, again, with their scheme, because they stress you. They stress you horizontally and vertically. They make you really do a good job of having to be disciplined, set the edge, and then boom, here comes the guard pulling, and they're going to gash you right down the middle. So it's a lot of they do a lot of similar things that we do, to be honest with you. And he's very effective running the ball.
Can you update on Edmond and Fields and Mullen?
Not Edmond. Edmond is probably still not going to be able to go. I think he's probably going to be out another week. He is getting better. Mullen is in the protocol, so I don't have anything to do with that. I have no idea. That's just kind of day by day type of thing. And then Mark will practice today and see where he's at.
Having already beaten Auburn and Louisville, how much confidence does that give you and the players that this is a team that can beat another ranked team away from home on a big stage again?
Well, every game is sometimes that past performance doesn't mean we're going to go play well this time on the road, but I think it gives you anytime you can draw from experience, it can kind of give you an understanding of what to expect. And when you take a team on the road to Louisville early in the season, a bunch of new guys that haven't played on the road, that's a really good experience. Now, in the fact that we won the game, that's great, but but you got to go play well. And but the experience is definitely good. Early in the season, you're kind of leaning on your veteran guys to kind of create the mindset that you got to have. So now those young guys have been in that, and they can hopefully draw a little bit from it. But it's a different place, different team. You got to focus on just playing well.
I guess because these early tests, you have a feel, even though it's only late September, you have a feel at this point of the makeup of the character of your team, whether they're comfortable on a big stage away from home, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we're battle tested. I mean, we've played. We've played 2 top 15 teams. One of them at their place, and then we played a tough Boston College team, physical. So I mean, we've had our noses bloodied. We've had to respond to some adversity. It hasn't been just all rosy. So I like the way our team has responded in those situations. I really do. And hopefully that's something we can continue to grow from. But we're still kind of growing into the team that I think we can be. We're a confident team, but we're also a team that knows that we got to play well and that we got to keep improving. And it's not going to get any easier. I mean, every week for us is the biggest game of the year, and that's the mindset we have. So this week will be another big challenge.
Coach, you've got some key players from the state of Virginia, Cleveland, and Kayvon, and Chad Smith, Jordan Williams, another guy from Virginia. How special do you think it is for those guys to be able to go up and play in Blacksburg?
Oh, it's always great. Anytime you can go and play in your hometown or home state, it's fun. Cleveland actually be one of our captains this week, so I know he's excited about that. But it's great. We recruit guys from all over, the Southeast, just this whole footprint that we're in. And I know it's always special for those guys to have an opportunity to play in front of their home folks.
Yeah, but is playing on the road kind of a mindset, or is it about talent, or kind of a mixture of both?
I mean, it's really not anything different than playing at home, in my opinion. I mean, I've always been of the mindset that, if you're a good player, you're a good player wherever. It shouldn't matter what the weather is or what stadium you're in or what color your uniforms are. If you're a good player, you're a good player. And championship teams and great players, they don't get distracted by those external factors. I think that there is a certain mindset that you have to have when you go on the road, and now all of a sudden you've got a lot of energy against you, and you've got to learn how to channel that and not get distracted by it in order to play well. It's a lot of mental toughness that you got to have to be able to go and win on the road. But I just think, again, I think if you're a good team, you're a good team. Wherever. You shouldn't just play well at home. You shouldn't just play well at night. You shouldn't just play well with a certain uniform. I mean, you just play well regardless. And sometimes you have a bad night. Last year we got beat at home, we didn't. Pittsburgh outplayed us, and we didn't quite do some of the things that we'd like to have done, and we got beat. But I don't really get too caught up in we're on the road. I enjoy going on the road. I think it's fun to kind of pack it all up and see different places and see how you do.
Clemson has always run the ball, but this year you're about 61%. Is that the vision you had when you started the program?
Well, I mean, I've always been a guy that has always tried to gear ourselves toward balance. I think the best football teams can have some balance built into what they do, and I think the best teams can run it when they need to, sometimes, and then the best teams can throw it when they want to, and throw it when they have to, And so we've always also been a team that tell us what you're going to give us, and we're going to take that. We're going to take what you give us, and if you're going to be a team that's like last week, that's going to line up and just say, hey, you're not going to throw the ball down the field, and see if you can put some drives together, especially when you got the ball on the 10-yard line. And so we're going to give you the numbers to run, but let's see if you're good enough to do it. Well, I love the fact that we can run the ball for 342 yards against tough physical people. And so that is definitely, I think we've from day one, I think you have to be able to run the football, and you have to be able to stop the run. If you can't, you're in for a long season. You know, when you can run the football, then you have explosives that come off of that. Now, again, there's certain times where, I don't know, who did we play last year? I guess it was Pittsburgh. I think it was Pittsburgh. They just weren't going to let us run the ball. I mean, so we're not going to sit there and be stubborn. We're going to take advantage of what they're giving us an opportunity to do, and I think we had 630 yards. I think we threw the ball for like 580 yards. But that's what that game dictated. But over the course of a season and the end of the year, I would like to look back and see some type of balance, because I think that makes you tough to defend, and I think it creates confidence in your offensive players that you can do what you need to do in whatever situation to win a game. And if you're too one-dimensional, in my opinion, somewhere along the line, somebody's going to be good enough to take that away. And but you know, as of now, after 4 games, you know, I'm really pleased with how we've been able to run the football.
Over the last 5, 6, 7 years, how do you think Foster has adapted to sort of the new age spread?
Well, you know, I think he was kind of always a little bit ahead anyway. He's always been that 4-2-5 kind of a guy. He's always played a hybrid scheme. So from a personnel standpoint, I think he was kind of always there. I just think he's